Hello ladies. Today I am going to be finishing this week's class number 2, part 2, and today we are learning about visualization. Now, this is one of the most important and fundamental lessons you can learn. Even more so, it really is a lot of fun. I have a blast with it. And it's one of my favorite parts of working magic, and it's an essential part of working magic. If you can imagine the steps to successful magic as a pyramid, visualization would be the very bottom of it. So if you take out visualization, the entire pyramid would topple, and thus your magic would be very unsuccessful. If you can think right now of, let's say, think of a train. Now I want you to think about a star. And now I want you to think of tree. When I said those words, I am assuming that in your mind, you instantly saw each one. You could see them in your mind. And that is essentially visualization. At its very basic. So let me go on. Using the metaphor of a car going on a trip, let's imagine that your destination is your goal. That is your magical goal. This is what you want your magic to do. Okay, that's your destination. The car is the energy you will be using to achieve your goal. Okay, so the energy is the car. It's what gets you from point A to point B. And visualization is the navigation system that the car uses to give you direction to the energy so that you make it to your destination. Without the directions, the car will just keep driving around and round in circles, aimlessly getting nowhere, or even worse, ends up arriving at a completely different destination than you intended it to because it doesn't know what to do or where to go. It's just aimless. You just kind of like send it out there. It has no idea where it's supposed to go or what it's supposed to do. So you've got to be able to visualize your goal. Okay. So let's start first with an exercise. You need to get used to doing a lot of this because witchcraft truly is a craft that needs to be experienced. Okay. So here's an apple. I want you to look at it. I'm not used to this camera yet. All right. It's a little tilted today too. So this is an apple. And I want you to kind of look at it. And I want you to check out any imperfections you see. What the skin looks like. I want you to notice the color of it. Even check out the stem, okay? I want you to really look at it. Now, while staring at it, I want you to take in a long, deep breath. And as you breathe out, I want you to relax all your muscles. Keep looking at it. Breathe in. Relax. Okay. Now I want you to close your eyes. Okay. And I want you to remember what the apple looks like. Can you see it yet? Do you remember? I want you to imagine it as if it's really there. Can you see the shape of it? Do you see the color? What the skin looked like? Try to hold this image for as long as you can. Okay. You can pause this lesson if you need to until you feel like you can really see it clearly. Well, what if you can't see it? Then start with something more simple. Try seeing just the color of the apple in your mind. Just try to imagine that color in your mind. Try seeing just the shape of the apple. Imagine a black screen and a white outline of what the apple's shape looked like. And once you got those two down individually, try putting them together. Over time and with practice, I promise you, this will become as easy as daydreaming is to most people. Okay? And eventually, what's really cool is you'll be able to do it with your eyes wide open. That's right. So, practicing visualization gets easier over time, and it's very closely tied to meditation. Meditation is extremely important for many reasons and fundamental as visualization is. Now, one of our other sisters will be teaching a class here on meditation, and I definitely recommend that you take that class because you have to be able to meditate too. And it will definitely help you with your visualization. In fact, meditation is visualization in a sense. Okay. You can also use visualization as a meditation in something we like to call path working, which is kind of like a guided meditation that not just witches, but people like to use as a way to go on a journey or a trip in their mind that's led by someone else talking them through it. But we'll get into that at another time. I know I say that a lot, but it's coming, girls. Just be patient. I gotta build these things on top of each other. You know, I want you guys to learn it all the right way, the best way I can come up with. So, anyhow, now let's take this one step further. I want you to take another long, deep breath in. Breathe out and relax. Now close your eyes. I want you to imagine that same apple. Again, once you see it clearly and you got it in your mind's eye, I want you to imagine what it smells like. Does it smell sweet? Earthy? Does it smell rotten? Sour? Or does it not smell like anything at all? You guys got that smell down? Alright, next, keep your eyes closed. Now I want you to imagine what it would feel like in your hands. I want you to imagine reaching out and grabbing that apple and holding it in your hand. What does it feel like? Is it cold? Is it soft? Is it hot? Is it hard? Is it both? I want you to try turning it around in your hand and imagining what it would look like on the other side of it. Try rolling it around. Imagine yourself rolling it around in your hand, kind of like this, if you have your eyes open. You know, just try to imagine what that feels like. Okay? Now here's something really cool. Now I want you to imagine taking a bite out of this apple. This apple in your mind. Close your eyes if you haven't already. Imagine yourself reaching out and grabbing that apple, putting it in your mouth, and taking a huge bite out of it. Ah, does it taste good? Can you feel it? Can you feel your teeth breaking into the skin, tearing the skin of the apple? What does it taste like? Is it sweet or is it sour? Is it juicy? So juicy that it gets everywhere when you bite into it? Or is it really, really dry and tough? Feel the flesh of the apple in your mouth. Imagine yourself what it would feel like chewing it and then swallowing it. It's pretty cool. Now you can go ahead and open your eyes if you haven't already. So how did you do? I'm imagining you guys did pretty good on this one, but if you didn't, just keep working at it. Keep moving forward, ladies. Practice, practice, practice. Witchcraft takes works, girl. You've got it in you. I know you can do it. If I can do it, you can do it. All right. Well, was this easy for you or really hard? Could you use all your senses? Can you imagine putting that all together? Now, could you see, feel, smell, and taste it? Now, I didn't use sound because this is kind of weird to imagine, but that's what it would sound like if you can hear that. If you're having lots of trouble, please leave a comment below and I will get a hold of you and we can try and figure out maybe some other way or a different exercise we can use to help you along in your learning visualization. Now, I want you guys to try this exercise every day for 5 minutes a day for a week. Now, I know I already got you guys doing homework, working with energy, but that only makes 10 minutes of homework a day. I'm pretty sure you can fit that in. You can do 5 minutes in the morning and 5 minutes at night, you know, do them at the same time. It's up to you, girls. Some women I know have such a hectic lifestyle that the only time they get alone is in the bathroom. And believe it or not, this is a great place to relax and do your visualization. You can light a candle or get in the tub or whatever it takes. Just, I know, I have faith you can fit that 5 minutes in at a time, 10 minutes total a day. Okay? This is important. Okay, you got to build those skills. Now, building on this exercise, I want you to use a different piece of fruit or many different kinds of fruit. Try imagining an orange, then a banana or a pear. And the better you get at visualization, the better your spells will be. So, how do you use visualization in your magic? In order to perform successful magic, you need to be able to imagine what it would be like when you have achieved your goal, when you have accomplished what you set out to do, when your intention has been materialized. Okay, we talked about intention earlier this week. You need to see the end result. You're not supposed to focus on the problem. What you're supposed to focus on is what it's going to be like when it's done, and really feel it. Feel it as if it's already happened in your mind. Set it in your head that this has already happened, and that's it. As I said before, what we focus on is what we create. Your thoughts are powerful. They create the world one moment at a time. So always strive to keeping your thoughts focused on what you want, because the universe gives us what we ask for, whether we realize it or not. I'm always telling my husband that. Watch your thoughts, sweetie. You know, we get what we focus on, and every time it comes true. I mean, I can't tell you enough. Be aware of your thoughts. And the more you are, the easier it gets. All right. And speaking of the universe, it works best using symbolism. Just like mathematics are a universal language, so is symbolism. Okay? Languages are different all over the world. They change over time and by different cultures. But symbolisms and pictures are timeless and universal. The more detailed you are when visualizing, the better the outcome will be. By the way, that's my husband in the background. But you don't want to be too specific because, like I said, it narrows down your options. Confused yet? Don't worry, it will start making sense to you the further we get along doing this. So for now, ladies, I want you to um, just focus on what I have shared with you today and earlier this week. Do your exercises with the energy and the apple visualization, and any other homework I have assigned. I am so privileged to be able to share what I have learned with you. I'm hoping you are enjoying my lessons, and I am looking forward to working with you in the future real soon. Love you, ladies. Bye.